So, the main reason we do this in one day with the piecewise functions is because it's essentially the same thing. A step function is the same idea as a piecewise function, except personally I think it's a little bit easier because this literally looks like steps. It's all flat lines. Because it just looks like steps. Oh, she was sarcastic. Okay. Anyhow. So, this particular one contains 5 steps. Notice the breakpoints, graph the function. So, this is y equals 1. So, I want to go to where y equals 1, which is all along this line here. My domain restriction is that x is greater than or equal to negative 6 and less than or equal to negative 4. So, I go to negative 6, 1, and I do a closed circle. And then I go until I'm at negative 4, and I do an open circle, and I draw my line in between. That is our first step. And this should be a closed circle, but it sometimes ends up looking a little bit, got like a glare on it that makes it not look closed and open. Try to make that one more obviously open. Okay, the next step, y equals 2, so I'm going to go up from negative 4 with a closed circle to negative 2 with an open circle and draw a line in between. The next step is at 3, and that is from negative 2, closed circle, to 0 with an open circle. And then make sure you don't get too much in the habit and you pay attention, because now we're jumping to 5, and that's a closed circle at 0 and an open circle at 4. And the last one is at y equals 7, and that goes from 4 out to infinity. So I put an arrow on that end. So, for example number 2, this f of x is way over here, so I'm going to write it right here because I just want to be able to fit better. I have 4 steps to this. At one of those steps, y equals 3. At the next one, y equals 2. The next one, y equals 1. And the next one equals negative 1. So for what values of x does y equal 3? Negative 5 to negative 2. So negative 5 is less than or equal to x, because I have a filled in circle there, and then is less than 3, because I have an open circle there. For what values is y equals 2? Negative 2, which is less than or equal to x, which is less than, equal to, positive 2. So x is going from negative 2 to 2, negative 2 included, positive 2 not included. For what values does y equal 1? From 2 included to what? 5 excluded. And what's this last one going to be? X is going to be greater than or equal to 5. And those are the step functions.